Hi everybody, welcome to the Astrology chat for March 22nd, 2024. So the keys for today are to allow yourself to, again, be inspired by the irritation, to tap into the power that you have in your body, in your autonomy, in your decisions, to do what works for you. This is about getting into the algorithm of your life and saying, I'm the programmer, I'm the designer, I'm in line with the divine, I'm in line with what is higher for me, what is good for me, which means I'm going to make some sacrifices, but and again, they're going to be good for me, so I'm all about it. And I say this because for the most part, we have the moon in Virgo today. The moon is in Virgo since 3:41 a.m. It really colors the day, but before the moon moved into Virgo, while the moon was in Leo, it made an opposition to Mars in Aquarius. And today is really the last day of Mars in Aquarius. Mars is going to be turning into Pisces tonight. And so it was this energy of who I am to shine, what I need to do to be creative and shine, opposed to what everybody else is doing, and taking that energy and allowing it to go into the Virgo moon and saying, well, actually, I'm going to do what I need to do, right? You can have an empire, you can shine, but you got to do the work. You know, you don't want to be an emperor without any clothes. And the moon in Virgo really highlights that need to analyze, to get into the nitty gritty, to let things go, to get organized, to get down to the building blocks of what become the larger scheme and manifestation of your dreams. And while the moon is in Virgo, it makes an inconjunction to both the sun and Pluto. And inconjunctions are irritations. It's where you have to find a way to make something fit that you don't want to fit, right? And so that sun in Pisces, it's saying, you know, I want my spiritual life to fit into my daily activities. I want the divine. I want that spiritual grounding a part of my daily life, you know. And I said this to somebody last night, you know, if you think about it, how do you feel about somebody who only comes to you when they're in trouble? How do you feel about somebody who only talks to you when they need something? How do you feel when somebody only wants to use you for parts but not get your whole? That's how the divine feels, right? That's how God feels. That's how the universe feels. When we only think about it, we only think about them when we're in trouble, you know. You have to be anchored in something. You have to be anchored in the divine. You have to be anchored in God. You have to be anchored in something that's bigger than you, because quite frankly, this world is a hot mess. And I just have to be honest about that. And I think we all know that. And so as we are individually and collectively building into a new world, as we are in this age of Aquarius, there has to be something that keeps you rooted. It can be the love of the fight. It can be the love of evolution. It can be the love of progress. It can be a need for justice. Whatever it is, please bring it into your daily life. And your subconscious is also saying, listen, you can't ignore me, right? You can organize, you can have plans, you can have everything down to a T, but if you're not addressing your shadow, if you're not integrating your shadow, if you're not giving up, and allowing yourself to heal the parts of you that are hurting, then honey, you just have a Band-Aid. And so there's very much this get real energy. Every time the moon is in Virgo, anytime you're around a Virgo, there's very much a get real energy. There's a reason why I surround myself with Virgos in my life, because I want somebody around me who's going to tell me what's up. And so the universe, God today is saying, let me tell you what's up. Are you ready to listen? And are you ready to adjust? Do you want to do the work so this can all come together? We also have a sexy quadrant energy with Mercury, Chiron in the North Node, which is in Aries, right? So we have Pisces and we have Aries having tension and saying to your daily habits, hey, I need you to pay attention to me. I need you to talk about what's really important. I need you to put your healing on the top of the list. I need you to reach for who you are. And in both instances, this requires you to move away from other things. That opposition to Leo, saying you need to move away from other things, right? The Mars and Aquarius opposition that happens says, oh, you got to move for other things. And Mars in Pisces is actually really good for letting yourself move towards what feeds your spirit instead of what makes everybody else feel comfortable with you. Do what you got to do. I love you guys so much. I'll see you tomorrow.